And so I end up needing a reason and evidence for everything I believe. And so even though I knew logically that if Jesus is God and believed in supernatural beings, then I would have to as well. But the idea still seemed so silly to me, and my brain wouldn't rest until I investigated the evidence. After all, it's possible that God knows demons are just psychological constructs generated by our brains, and casting them out just means healing the trauma, right? Doesn't explain the pigs, but hey, maybe the pigs got scared of the guy who had legion in him and ran off the cliff because of the violent commotion he made as his sub-personalities integrated into one being. In other words, it is logically possible that Jesus is God. Demons are not real in a literal sense, and are negative deviations in an unintegrated psyche, and God knows this, and simply worked with a barbaric civilization's concept of the mind. I mean, if I don't want my 3-year-old to touch the stove and burn her hand, I don't start breaking down resting potentials, polarization, ion channels, the somatosensory cortex, and the idealistic theory of consciousness to explain to her why it's a bad idea. I just tell her it hurts and work within her current understanding of the world to get my point across. Likewise, God, instead of explaining sub-personalities and dissociation and neural networks to a culture with a 3-year-old scientific understanding, wouldn't it make sense to just let them believe they're demons? I mean, God's not lying, they are inhabiting them, and let them be healed. If there was a fire in my house and my kids were scared to jump to the firefighters to be rescued, and the only way they would jump is if angels were going to catch them, wouldn't it be better to let them believe in supernatural angels so they are saved from the fire, rather than tell them they are wrong and perish in the fire? If I'm starting to sound a little ridiculous, that is because I am, as I really did not want to believe in demons, not because I am scared of them. I just really don't like having to believe what I think is absurd, and so now after a lot of investigation, here I am. Demons are real. Great. At least angels are too. That's a nice thought.